Hello and welcome to Functional Rehab class level 1. We're going to start off with a warm-up. So this is just marching on the spot as you go. If you feel like you'll need a longer warm-up by the end of this, then please pause the video and carry on at your own pace. The exercise that we're doing today is going to consist of 6 exercises. You'll do 30 seconds of the exercise, followed by 30 seconds of rest each time, and you'll complete this 3 times round. If you just want to move on to bringing your hands down and lifting up, just to stretch everything off and get the things moving. If at any time that you feel you need more rest, then pause the video and go at your own pace. If you feel happy with the pace, then this video is designed for you to follow along, so you can just leave the video running. If at any point during the exercise you feel your pain is increased, then please stop the exercise and continue with the next. If you find that your pain is increased on all of the exercises, then please stop altogether. A little bit of discomfort is to be expected, but we don't want to exacerbate any pain. So we'll be getting into our first exercise. This is going to be sit to stand, so you'll need a chair, and we're going to do this for 30 seconds. When we're doing this, it's good to use a chair because it's forcing you to really sit your bum backwards to sit down on the chair without letting the knees come forward. You can cross your arms across your chest if you prefer, or have them out in front. If we look at this same exercise from the front, you want to be making sure that your knees are not caving in towards each other. Okay, and then with that finished, you're going to go into a 30-second rest. This is a good time to get any water that you might need and get yourself prepared for the next exercise. So 10 more seconds. Next exercise is wall press-ups. So you just need to be against a wall for this. Okay. So when you're ready, 30 seconds of wall press-ups. You're trying to get your chest as close to the wall as you can here, but don't force it forward and go to a level that's comfortable for you. If we're looking at this from a side view, you're seeing we're getting as close to that wall as possible and then pushing back. 10 more seconds. Five seconds, and then resting again for another 30 seconds. So 10 more seconds rest. Next up we've got heel raises. You can use a chair for this if you'd like, for support. And that's coming up right now. So 30 seconds. Use that chair. It doesn't have to be a chair or anything you need to make sure you feel supported for this. All you're doing is raising those heels off the floor and then slowly lowering. Ten more seconds. Okay, and going into another 30 seconds rest. Okay, 10 more seconds rest, and then the next one is going into single leg balancing. So again, you can use a chair if you feel like you need support. So for this, you're standing on one leg for 30 seconds. You can use fingertips if you're holding on. You can use no hands at all if you feel secure. Or you can use 2 hands or 2 fingers if you feel like you need further support. Just making sure you're safe, but using as little support as you can get away with when you're doing this. You can swap legs as well in between, just to get a nice balance between the two. Okay, 30 more seconds rest before we go into the next one. We got 10 more seconds rest before we go to the next one. The next is a forward step. And we're starting that with 30 seconds on the clock, starting now. So all we're doing here, just alternating legs, step forward and then step backwards onto the same spot. If we look at this from the front view, you want to make sure that that knee is not caving inwards towards the opposite side. And you want to make sure you're having nice big strides. If you feel slightly unbalanced, just don't go as far on the step. And slowly work to build that up. Okay, 30 more seconds rest, and then we'll be getting into our final exercise of this round. Ten more seconds rest, and then we'll be going into our final exercise, bicep shoulder press. For this, you'll need a small weight. That could just be a tin of beans or a bottle of water. Something that you feel comfortable with. You're going to alternate sides, and you're going to be doing that again for 30 seconds. More seconds, and then we'll be going into 30-second rest again, and that will be the end of round 1. So if you want to stop there, so 30-second rest, that's the end of round 1. You're going to be going into round 2 after this, so it's going to be back on the sit to stands. You're going to be doing all the exercises that you did before at your own pace and at the own level that you found suited you. So 10 more seconds and we'll be back into that sit to stand. Okay, ready? And let's go. So again, making sure that you're sitting back onto that chair and then standing back up. If you want to cross your arms, you can do so. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and back into 30 seconds of rest. Grab some water if you need. Okay, 10 more seconds rest, and we'll be moving into the next exercise of wall press ups. Again, you can do these wall press ups how you did it on the last set, whatever feels most comfortable for you. 30 seconds. That's good. 10 more seconds, just keep it going. Okay, and resting again for 30 seconds. 10 more seconds rest, and we'll be moving on to heel raises for the next one. So again, grab a chair, and we're going for 30 seconds. Five more seconds, and rest. Again, you can keep hold of the chair, and you'll be moving on to single leg balance. So we're moving on to single leg balance. If you have one leg that you're working on with the balance, you can do it all on that side. If you're just working on balance in general, then make sure you swap legs halfway through. And again, you can take your hands off if you need to, or whatever feels most secure for you. So swap legs if you need halfway. You do want to be making sure that you are challenging a bit of balance here, so don't just rest all your weight onto the chair or the support. Okay, just 5 more seconds. And resting again for 30. That's 10 more seconds, and then we'll be moving into the forward steps. Okay, 30 seconds. If you want to make these a little bit harder, then you can bend that back leg a little bit further down, just so you have to push off a bit harder to get back to the starting position. Five more seconds, and we're moving into 30 seconds rest again. So you'll be moving into the final exercise of round number 2, the bicep shoulder press. So 5 more seconds, grab your water bottle or your baked bean tin. And we're off again for 30 seconds. You can obviously make this a little bit harder just by increasing the weight that you're using. Last 5 seconds. Good, and rest. So that's the end of round 2. We're going to be moving on to our third and final round, and then we'll just have a little cool down at the end. So 10 more seconds. We're starting again with sit to stand. So grab a chair again. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 30 seconds. Sit to stand. Last 10 seconds. That's good. and rest. So another 30 seconds, and moving on to wall press ups up next. Five more seconds, and then get yourself ready for the wall press ups. Ready, and go. Just 10 more seconds, nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good work. So 30-second rest again. So 5 more seconds, and we're moving into those heel raises. Get your support ready if you feel like you need it. So 30 seconds, work through these. Last 5 seconds, and relax. 30-second rest. Ten more seconds. We're moving into single leg balance. Again, get your support if you feel like you need it, or if you feel you can challenge yourself a bit more, have a go. But just also always make sure you're safe and you do have something next to you if you need to hold on to it. Last 5 seconds. That's good, and relax. 30-second rest. Five more seconds, and we're moving into the forward steps. Again, if you made this a bit harder last time, see if you can progress it a bit more. So either stepping further forward or dropping that back knee a little bit lower, just to go a bit deeper into a bit of a lunge. Five more seconds. Good, and rest. So 30 seconds, then we're coming into our last exercise of our last set. So 5 more seconds. This is it, your last exercise. So the bicep shoulder press. Again, if you feel you slightly heavier weight this time, go for it. This is the last exercise, so give it everything you've got. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's good, and rest. So you can have 30 seconds rest again here. That's the end of the workout, so that's a good job. And we're just going to move into a bit of a cool down for the end. Okay, so we're just going to move into our cool down. So just starting just with ankle rolls. So just really loosening everything off. You're going to be going in both directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. And you're going to do this both sides, so swap to the other side. Next, we're going to be moving on to some hip stretches. So this is going to involve just stepping out to the side and stretching the opposite inside leg. You're going to hold this, really try and feel that stretch on the inside leg. And we're going to swap that over to the other side. So again, now you should feel the stretch on the opposite inside leg. And we're just going to move on to some gentle shoulder stretches. So bringing your arm across your chest and using your other hand to hold it there, and just giving it a big stretch across the body. See if you've got any pain with this, just ease off. This should feel quite relaxing. And go ahead and swap that to the other side. And again, carry to hold that side. You might find a bit of difference between the two sides, but just go into what feels comfortable. Final exercise of the cool down is just bending the body all the way forward, just really relaxing, feeling a bit of a stretch as you're going forward and back, really tucking that chin in at first and then following with the rest of the body and slowly raising yourself up. So tucking the chin in, reaching down and then slowly raising back up. So if we look at this from the side, we're really trying to get as much of a stretch as you can, whatever feels comfortable. Obviously, if this starts to make any of the pain worse, then do stop. So you can relax, that's it from us. Thank you for joining the Functional Rehab class, Level 1.